Welcome to Tier 1 Jank. I'm Marcus,
Hey everyone, it's Leslie.
and we're going to be doing a draft tonight in Guilds of Ravnica. Hop over to Arena here. I was really hoping that when they went off the draft for Dominaria, it would switch to something we haven't had on Arena lately, like maybe Ixalan. But it looks like they just decided to go back to Ravnica. I'm not sure if that's because it's the last set that came out and they want to feature it, or what's going on with that. Tonight we're going to buy in with gems. So we'll go ahead and do that. And see what we got here. Our rare is Drowned Secrets. A little bit of mill. Not sure if that's really where we want to be or not.
You're gonna go through these so much faster than I will.
The Whispering Snitch, Lava Coil, Street Riot. Just kind of covering some of the rares and uncommons. We need to go through all of these.
What's this black one in the middle on the right?
It's a Severed Strands.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We might want Lava Coil.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that.
Creature removal.
Let's see, there's a Crush Contraband, Crackling Drake. That wouldn't be bad
That's
if
pretty
we
good.
go red-blue.
Ooh, I like that devious cover up too.
That might stick around for another pick. I think we'll just grab the Drake.
I think people give that card enough credit.
We are going to end up with a lot of cards that we're not going to use. So picking a few early in the draft that we might not use later won't be the worst thing. Let's see, we have Smeltboard Minotaur. I think that's necessarily where we want to be. If we stick in red-blue, the League Guild Mage would be good. If we were playing white, the Helium Patrol would probably be good.
Yeah, that's a nice draft card.
We haven't got any white yet, though.
Yeah. So do you think stick in red? What's this one in the middle here? I don't know why that row seems.
Command the Storm.
Oh yeah,
I think maybe just the Guild Mage.
Yeah, I think the Guild Mage is good with the two that you've got.
Okay.
Ooh.
Candlelight Vigil seems to do a lot of work in draft. I don't want to completely rule out white yet. We've only got a few cards. I think that might be the way to go.
And I know that you said that that one was like crazy helpful. And the nice thing about draft too is sometimes it's really tough for people to keep enchantment removal. Like I don't know, they just don't want to do it. So that might be a good one.
Let's see, Skyline Scout. Electrostatic Field wouldn't be bad if we're going red-blue and we end up drafting more instants and sorceries.
Is that a Darkblade agent? In
yes.
The middle there?
So far we're not in black and we don't have any Surveil cards. We might just want to stick with the red-blue theme.
The Sonic Assault is nice.
Sonic Assault's not bad. It would tap down a creature, deal 2 damage to their controller as Jumpstart.
So the Electrostatic, though, is the one that does...
It does 1 point of damage to each opponent every time you cast an instant or sorcery spell. It's also a 0/4 wall for 2, which isn't horrible in draft. I think maybe we just grab that for now.
You just have to keep that in mind later on if we decide to go with that. Instant sorceries kind of thing.
There's another instant here in the way of Sure Strike.
That'd be really cool if you can get something with that Candlelight Vigil on it.
There's another Devious cover up here, which wouldn't be bad in red and blue, and that would also allow us to maybe put some important cards from our graveyard back into the library.
How about the, what is that one?
A Hammer Dropper, that's in Boros colors.
Oh.
What do you think? The cover up? I mean, as far as blue-red, especially with instant sorceries, maybe that or the Sure Strike.
No, I think that's the way to go, especially in limited like this, because if you have only those couple of cards you need to get back into your deck, that's always nice. So
here we have a we have a maximum
altitude.
Maximize altitude, which will get +1/+1 flying till the end of turn. It also has Jumpstart, so it'd be a sorcery that we can cast twice.
Yeah.
You have Gravitic Punch. I've put this in a couple draft decks and it's never seemed good when I drew it. Unless you have like a really high power creature that you're going to be able to throw damage at your opponent with.
What's on your bottom row there?
Bottom row we have Guildgate, Foragers here.
Mm,
Just a lot of green.
yeah. I think, and we
Yeah,
don't have any black yet.
no. We might just be sticking blue-red here. So I think we're just
Much
gonna
as we can, anyways.
take the altitude.
That's good.
Yeah, no. We might get to pack 2 and 3 and have a lot of good cards in other colors, but
You got another candlelight.
there is another Candlelight. It's also right just below.
That pilfering imp is really cool too.
Yeah, we're not
But we
in
don't have any black
black
yet,
right
so.
now, and I believe we have a couple of those in our collection.
Mhm.
Right just below wouldn't be bad if we're using white that might take out a creature. It also trigger anything with the instance and sorcery payoff. We don't have any removal except for lava coil so far.
Yeah, I think that the removal is the way to go.
We'll go ahead and grab that.
I think that's something that took me a long time to figure out is you can't just pick what the best card is that's in front of you. Sometimes you have to pick
Hmm.
what's going to help what you've already gotten.
Now, if we are dipping into white, we might want this Collar of the Culprit too. It is
Yeah.
another piece of removal and an instant. Street Ride has worked out for me okay before, but you really need to have a good board presence to make it work. You also have a Cosmotronic Wave, which could take out a bunch of tokens, and also the creatures your opponent controls can't block this turn.
What's that blue one that was just hang out for a second? Oh, there it goes. So are we live still?
It just went, but I think we weren't live for a second, and now it just came back.
Well, welcome back.
Let's see. I haven't been checking this down here. Just a second. Sorry about this.
You want me to pull it up on my phone and turn the media down?
I'm just. I think we're okay.
Okay.
We're in the. Oh, now it just went back to yellow. Let's see if there's any.
We're still trying to figure all this out.
I'm just gonna check the stream health here real quick. I think most people are gonna end up watching this on the replay anyway, rather than watching us live. Video resolution. Okay. We're gonna have to check out that later. I think there's probably a better video resolution option that we need to be on, but hopefully it's not looking too bad for you right now.
I have to admit, this computer isn't like the newest. I think I've had this for like 5 or 6 years.
Okay, so back to our draft. The only thing we have on color here is the Wish Coin Crab. I don't really necessarily want that. We'll just take the Lockstone Restore.
I have a question for you though. What are your feelings on like that vicious rumor, whatever that one was, like card removal and limited?
I don't like Vicious Rumors necessarily. It would be different if you got to draw a card off of it, maybe, but you're making your opponent discard. I believe they lose one,
Yeah.
and they get to choose what they discard. So
I feel like in limited, some of that stuff's a lot harder unless you have cards that are gonna, like you've told me before, like putting cards into your opponent's hand. It seems like in limited, it's a lot easier to empty your hand. So that would suck having that card just sit there.
okay, we're on to pack 2 here. We got an
Ah,
Assassin's Trophy. Um, doesn't really fit into our deck here, but I'm definitely going to take it for the collection.
yeah. You know I can always use more S trophies, right?
We have another Electrostatic Field. We have Wee Dragonauts.
Ooh, I like that one. What's that red
I'm
at the
not the
bottom?
biggest fan of this card. It's okay, but this one? We have a Wojak Bodyguard.
That's not horrible.
It does have Mentor, but it can't attack or block alone.
Yeah. How many creatures we got so far?
Not too many. We
few.
have
Yeah.
the field.
So if we're gonna go heavier on this instants and sorceries, the wee dragonauts might not be that bad.
Yeah.
And it's flying.
Maybe we just take that.
I mean, I know the electrostatic field is nice, but it's also only got defender.
Yeah, but it is going to be doing damage every time. Cast an instant or sorcery.
I mean, if you're gonna cast an instant or sorcery, you may as well pump somebody up.
Yeah, okay, I took the dragon out, so you can calm down now.
I just wanted to make sure.
Now since we are in white, maybe we do take this patrol.
I like that one. Do we have anything over there that's got less than 2 power?
Uh, that's a good question. Well, the Dragonauts do before you play an instant or sorcery, and you could begin your
Yeah,
attack, mentor it, and then play
and
an
then play
instant
something.
afterwards.
And you also have that Candlelight Vigil, so.
We do also have a guild gate down here,
Yeah, that might be helpful.
but we just
I
hold
think
off on
the
that.
Parhelian's good.
I don't really like the Beam Splitter Mage. Yeah, we'll just take the patrol.
Yeah.
Just,
Ooh, you gotta have that one. You gotta have the Sun Home.
yeah, okay.
Sorry, guys.
There is also Radical Idea, which is something that,
Yeah.
instant we can play a couple times. There's another Devious Cover Up. We're kind of leaning heavier into white than I wanted to.
Plus, are you wanting to stick more instant sorcery?
There is a Book Devourer here.
Oh, I remember you liked that one the
It,
last
it, it
draft you
did
did.
work pretty well in the draft
Yeah.
we did in paper. Um, just getting rid of the cards we don't need in our hand. If we end up flooding out, we might be able to discard a bunch of lands and draw more cards.
I think that's the way to go.
Let's take that one. I'm just gonna check something over here real quick. Okay, we haven't got another notification since then, but we are still in the yellow. Do you want to check your phone and see
Sure.
how it's looking there? Because I'm not really sure right now.
Yeah.
We also, whoever was watching dropped out. I'm not sure if that was an issue with the stream or.
Okay, so we're under the tier 1 jank, yes.
Yeah, okay, so, but I'm gonna go back to our draft here. Okay. There's a Sworn Companions that will give us bodies and is an instant, or a sorcery rather, which will give us triggers. There's also a Piston Fist Cyclops. I don't know if we necessarily want that. I think maybe we just take the Sworn Companions. We have a Luminous Bonds here. It's not exactly removal, but it does stop a creature from attacking or blocking, so maybe we want that.
You're
There's also a
running.
Dazzling Lights.
Sorry, you're running.
Do you want to maybe step into the other room and see
Just
if
make
it
sure the sound's
sounded
working.
okay and everything? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I want the bonds or the dazzling lights. I think maybe the lights just because it'll be another trigger for an instant. Let's just go ahead and take that. And let's see. Okay. Now, here we have Elkite Whelp, a Mesmerist.
You're good.
Okay, now what do we want here?
Ooh, okay, so what do we got?
We have a Hellkite Whelp, 2-drop that doesn't do much.
What's the Hellkite Whelp do?
When it attacks, it does 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. It is a 5-drop though for a 3/3 flyer. Not necessarily where I want to be. There's the Hypothesis.
Yeah. We liked that one at the pre-release.
Maybe just go ahead and take that. We have Inspiring Unicorn.
What's that one do?
Whenever it attacks, creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn.
Okay.
It is 2 on color and white though, and I think white's probably going to be the color that we have the least of.
Yeah, if we even put anything in there.
We might just want this Guildgate. Yeah.
Can definitely tell that he taught me how to draft.
No. Okay, we have Collar the Culprit, Radical Idea. Did we take a Collar the Culprit earlier?
I don't remember. It doesn't look like
No, it
it.
doesn't look like it. We might want that. Although Radical Idea will let us draw 2 cards once we jumpstart it.
And we have Lava Coil, we have Hypothesizzle, we got the Devious Cover Up to counter.
Yeah, and this isn't going to hit everything, only it's a creature
Yeah,
with toughness 4 or less.
yeah,
But that is also what our other removal is not hitting.
that's true.
So we
Like that
might,
one time you get something crazy big out.
yeah, we might want that.
I think that might be the way to go.
It's a lot of white we're putting in the deck, though.
Probably have some of it that we pare down.
I don't think there's anything here that we want. We could take the Selesnya Locket because it produces white.
Yeah, I
And
think
could
that's good.
also, I mean, we would need 4 white to sacrifice and draw a card. I don't know if we're necessarily going to be doing that. But
Is there something you need for later? Oh, never mind.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Um,
What does that one to vertebrae do again?
You can tap it to put the top card of your library into your graveyard. Pay 2, tap it, exile the wand, and shuffle up to 5 cards from your graveyard into your library. We could take the Beam Splitter Mage. I think the only thing that we have that we would target it with is. Did we grab that instant that gives a creature first strike and +3/+0? Oh, okay, so we don't even have. Oh, there's a Gravitic Punch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe if we cast a Gravitic Punch on it, then we could also target another creature. It is also just a bear, so I guess we take that. The only thing that's even in our colors here is the Guardian. Mesmerist. Do we want another body or the maximize altitude?
What's the goblin do?
The deal. Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Creatures
no.
with defender can't block.
I think we probably just take the.
I don't know. You gotta look at how many creatures you have too, though. Are you gonna have a creature out on the board to play it with versus the other one? You can definitely get a creature out.
We have a few. I wish it had like the deck thing up here, like when you're building a deck, so we could check on our stats as far as what we have in creatures and colors and everything.
Yeah, but it looks like we've got. Let's see.
We do have one of these already. We have one of each of these already.
Yeah, and that one has jumpstart.
It also will trigger everything that has instance and sorcery payoff, so I think we'll just take
That's
that.
true. That's true. Okay.
Oh, an Ionize.
Ooh, yeah.
Trying to remember if I have a full playset of these in the collection already. We're definitely going to want it for the deck, though.
For sure.
Just going to take a look and see if there's anything else that
What's
jumps out
the
here. Not really.
what's that goblin?
The Crater Maker, you can sacrifice it to either do 2 damage to target creature or destroy a colorless non-land permanent.
Okay.
We're going to take the Ionize, though.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a Gruesome Menagerie.
Is that a healer's hawk?
Yes, it is. There's also Plague Crafter, Thoughtbound Phantasm. We don't really have much in the way of Surveil in the deck. I don't think we really want that here. There's another Devious Cover Up. I think we take the Hawk. If we could somehow get the Hawk out and then put the Candlelight Vigil on it, that would work out really well for us.
Or even use the maximize altitudes on it. I know it's already got flying.
Well, yeah, it would pump it up 1, but
it's a little extra.
here, there's a Selective Snare.
I like that card in limited.
It would definitely be good against tokens. I mean, if we bounce them all, they're not coming back. They're just going into exile. I think we just take that. There's a Invert Invent.
I mean, it's going to let you get some instants and sorceries in your hand. I don't know that I necessarily like the invert part, but
There's another Crackling Drake. There's a Healer's Hawk. I think we want the Drake.
I think so too.
We have a Tamir Guild Mage, Silent Dart, another Candlelight Vigil.
How many of
We
those
have
do
a
we have?
pass, fall, adaptive visual. We have one
Mm,
of.
okay.
I guess we could take another one of those. There's also a 2-drop here in the way of the pass, fall, adept, which can give our creatures, make them unblockable. That might be where we want to be right now.
Yeah, and I don't really see any other instant sorceries in there that seem to fit, so.
Yeah, so let's just take that. Uh, just Pilfering Imp, another Sworn Companions. We have one of those. There's another pass, wall, adept.
What's your reds, though?
Here we have Ordinary Goblin, which deals a point to attacking or blocking
Mm,
creatures. That whenever it blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, it does 1 damage to that creature. We have Command the Storm. I mean, that might take out a bigger creature. It's really high costing
it
though.
is, but it is also an instant.
We also have a Fresh Faced Recruit here, which we can play with either white or red.
Mm,
It has a first strike as long as it's our turn. Maybe that's what we want to do here.
maybe.
I think we'll just grab that. I'm also trying to be a little bit speedy here, so
Your Goblin
yeah,
Electromancer
I think
there.
I think we want the Electromancer. There's another Sonic Assault. We already have one of these restorers. We just want
Mm,
the Assault. And we have Dazzling Lights. There's a Torch Courier here. That might not be bad for us. We already have
especially
one of
with the
these.
mentor stuff that we have.
Yeah, let's just take the Torch Courier. There's another Devious Cover Up. Maybe we want that so we can
Yeah.
chain them.
Plus, the instant is going to be helpful for all the stuff that triggers off that.
There's another Selesnya Locket. I don't think we want that
What's
crab.
your white?
Yeah, nothing that spectacular. I think we just take this Locket. Another Invert Advance.
Again, that's going to get instants and sorceries into your hand if you need them.
Yeah, I think we just take that.
And it's an instant, so.
We could take the Candlelight Vigil. There's also a Silent Dart, which could kill a creature.
We have 2 of the Candlelight Vigils already, though, don't we?
No, I think I passed it up last time. I believe we just have the one.
I think if we don't have 2, I think that's the one we should go with.
Okay, I'll check
Because
here.
that's going to be something that, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
won't
just
go
have the
with.
one.
Because
Okay,
that's going to be something that helps your mentor people too.
so we'll take that. Neither one of these are in our colors. We're left with the store, and that's the draft.
Woohoo!
Okay, so let's start by taking out the colors that we're not going to use, which looks like it's going to be any green cards we have here.
Okay.
Be the Portcullis Mine.
Oh, that Assassin's Trophy is.
Oh, yeah,
We have
where
that.
was that? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, that's going to be nice for later.
The Vapors we're not going to use. Okay, and then we just really need to thin this down. I don't think we want these Restorers in our deck.
What's our stats right now?
Here we
That'll
go.
help us pick. So we're really heavy on 2-drop creatures.
We're really heavy on 4-drops here. We have 12 of them. Uh, it's about the spread we're looking for, I think. Let's see what it looks like after we make some cuts here. I'm going to drop down to 1, maximize altitude. We'll lose this Mesmerist. The Locksmith I'm not that fond of. Don't know that we necessarily want the Beam Splitter
Yeah, I don't think
Mage.
so either. Maybe you could take out the lockets.
We could take out the Lockets. Thinking maybe we drop down to 1 Sonic Assault. I don't want the Guardian.
I don't know. I almost would leave the Sonic Assault in there and try to get rid of some of the white.
Well, I left one in. Maybe we drop to one vigil. Still 6 cards we have to take out.
How many creatures do we have though?
I think we lose one of the waves. Right now we're at 12 creatures, 16 non-creatures. But remember, we're going to have a lot of non-creature spells that we're trying to use to trigger I guess the only thing that we're getting payoffs on those triggers is the electrostatic field. I thought we might get more payoffs for instants and sorceries, but
well, the crackling drake.
Not the crackling drake. We do have the re-dragonauts.
Yeah.
Maybe we lose this color, the culprit.
It's always this is a format too where you can update your deck as you go, right?
Yeah, it's
okay.
After each match, we'll be able to change things.
So, I mean, if you found that was something missing,
I think we had.
You got to get rid of 4.
And then, okay, well, I think we can get
What's
rid of
that
this.
dazzling lights again? I'm sorry.
Dazzling lights gives a creature -3/-0. And then we surveil. We don't really have any surveil payoffs, so I think maybe we lose that. I'm not sure about Righteous Blow. It's not bad, it is removable, but I don't know how often we're going to have Plains turn 1. Same thing goes for the Healer Hawk, but I want to keep that in there.
Yeah. No, I think the Righteous Blow you can get rid of. It's not doing anything for you. Like, it's not, you're not drawing a card off it or anything like that either.
And then we need to lose 1 more.
All right, what do we got? We don't want the Devious Cut. We want those both in there. Maybe the Gravitic Punch.
Yeah, I think that's okay to lose. Alright, so we're just going to try it like this.
You think the 2 flames is enough?
Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to check the land.
Do we have anything that's 2 light?
I believe I took out all the cards that were 2 on color for white. Okay. We have 4 white cards, 5 blue, 5 red, and our multicolored are probably going to be all blue-red. So that's 9 of those. Still, I think we need more than a couple planes in the deck. So.
Yeah, I think we should go with 3.
What did I just take out?
I don't know. Look at your red and blues, because that's probably something it was. They do it by cost, don't they? So it's going to be something that was 6.
Does it?
5 yeah, you've never noticed that. It does it by the cost. That's why you can't move around.
I mean, the only thing we have that's that high in cost is...
Yeah, but I thought you took that out. What's on the next page?
I did take that out.
It wasn't the Restorer. You took all those out.
Selective Snare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 7 mountains, 7 islands, and a guild gate right now. I think maybe we lose one of each of the islands and the mountains and put in a couple plains.
I think that sounds fair.
Okay, so we'll try running a game like this. See this?
Yeah.
And see how this goes.
Okay. It's been a while since I've watched you play Arena. Yeah. I just get super antsy then, and I want to. No. You better start. It's going to be bad at the beginning. I want it to be your fault.
Thanks.
I love you, but. Ooh, look at those lands.
We could use another mountain for the Crackling Drake, but...
Yeah, but it's also a 4-drop, so it's going to be a little bit...
Yeah, I would like to have some more low-costing stuff in here. We're going to be taking a few turns off and just playing lands, but I don't think that we can toss this back.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to risk only getting 1 or 2 lands on the next one.
We'll see what our opponent's doing here. There's our other
Ooh.
crackling drake. Hopefully we can draw another mountain.
Yeah, and we need to get some. Have to get some instants and sorceries into the graveyard too before we can really do anything with those.
Hey, the crackling drake doesn't do anything with. Oh wait, no, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't thinking about that.
That's okay.
Okay, we have a beetle up there. I think we just play our island for now. If we draw a mountain next turn, we'll be able to play the drake. We could lava coil this beetle, but I think we might want to wait
Yeah,
for
let's hold off
something
and
bigger.
see what else they got.
Looks like our opponent's on green white.
I think it's interesting that we ended up with a red and blue deck again.
Why? Because that's what he played at the pre-release.
It just seems like that's been coming up a lot.
What did he have? Okay, so that gained him 4 life when it entered.
Yeah.
That we might want to go ahead and lava coil. We did not draw the mountain that we wanted. We did get sworn companions though. But just making 2 1/1s isn't going to give us very good blocks. So I think we're just going to go ahead and lava coil this centaur. That'll put. Oh, you know what? We need to turn the sound down. I'm sorry if that was reverbing.
Oh, does it do that really bad?
If it's up loud, yeah, but okay. So we have one sorcery in our graveyard now.
Yeah.
Inspiring Unicorn. So when that attacks next turn, it's going to give us Beetle +1/+1. We still did not draw the mountain we wanted. We got another Plains. That would allow us to cast Hypothesis.
Get rid of that unicorn.
So and then possibly draw a mountain too.
Yeah.
So I think we'll just hold off and do that. This instant
Before
speed. Yeah, so or during combat.
Well, I thought when that attacks, it gives it.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so we want to kill that unicorn before they actually go to combat.
Yeah, we don't want it to.
We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, we still did not draw a mountain. We drew a guild mage and a pass wall adept.
Do we want to discard one of the drakes?
No, I think we want to discard this Cosmotronic Wave to put another sorcery into our graveyard.
Yeah,
and then we'll kill the unicorn. We'll be able to play Sworn Companions next turn. If
just
we don't
sizzled away, baby. Just see that.
Draw another mountain. We do. Actually, we could play the Guild Mage and the Pass Wall Adept next turn.
You could wait till the end step 2 and do. Well, is the Sworn Companions?
That's a sorcery.
Oh.
We still have not drawn another mountain.
Maybe we need to put another mountain in and take
we have the same. I think that's the right number that we had in. I just think that we're not having much luck this time.
Is that that Book Devoured?
Yes.
Ooh, sweet.
Well, it would be sweet if we had the mana to cast it, but we don't right now.
No, we're 1 away.
We're staring down a 4/4 on the other side of the board here, which is going to kill our Guild Mage. We just used a fight mechanic with a Prey Upon. It still doesn't leave it low enough to be killed by the Pass Wall Adept.
Yeah, I'm thinking we block the beetle.
Yeah, block the beetle. We'll take 4 from the other creature there.
Let's take this.
Centaur.
Ooh, you got your red.
We did get our mountain, so we'll play that.
Yahoo!
Now the question is, do we want to play a Crackling Drake or the Book Devourer? I think we want to play the Book Devourer to be able to block down that 4/4 over there.
Yep, that's the way to go.
So we'll go ahead and do that. And then pass the turn.
And we just hope they never can get rid of it.
I'm still wondering if the cards are flashing on the screen, if that's our opponent highlighting them.
Yeah, I kind of think it is, because like when you go to their side and touch stuff, like it highlights too. So
Okay, well now the Centaur is a 5/5, so we cannot block it down with the Book Devourer and have it kill it. We could double block, and then he's going to have the option to kill our Book Devourer.
And you're also going to take 4, 7, 8.
There's only one creature attacking.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I think
Sorry.
we go ahead and do that. I mean, we really want to get this Centaur off the field. He'll probably kill our Book Devourer here, but
It's okay if we can get the drakes out. Um,
this Discordant over here is going to be really good for him. It's
what
getting
is it
all.
doing?
It made 2/1/1 tokens when it came in. It gives
Mm-hmm.
all creatures +1/+1, and at the beginning and end step, each player gains control of all creatures that they
Mm,
own. Okay, so I think we just go ahead and play one of our drakes here. Has a power of 3 right now, so that's how many instants and sorceries we have in the graveyard. We drew a card off of it, which is
healer
our
hawk.
Healer's Hawk. We
I
might
think
just want to make the
yeah.
most use out of our mana that we have, though, and just play these small,
It's
which
gonna
will.
put another sorcery on
Yep, so now our Crackling Drake is a 4/4. We do not want to attack with the Pass Wall Adept, so we'll just pass.
I think we got a much better board state.
Not as good as our opponent.
No.
He's a Generous Spray. He's going to draw a card off of that.
I actually think that those are kind of good and limited.
Well,
Sometimes just drawing that one card is.
yeah, anything with a cantrip, you know, at least replaces itself. Um, is a little better as a 2/3 with the Discordant out than it would be as a 1/2. Looks like he has a Guild Mage here.
Ooh, yuck,
He'll be
yuck,
able to
yuck.
give this creatures trample or
Or
make,
create some elves.
what are they, Elf Knights.
Yeah, and they have vigilance.
Okay, we got an Electromancer.
Yeah.
We do have the option of attacking him with our Drake in the air. He's not going to be able to block that. We could make anything we want blockable right now, really, but I think, I mean, we do want to hold up blockers, but we might need to start attacking.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get some damage in.
So I think we'll go ahead and attack with the Drake. Take 4 from that, putting him back down to 20 because he's gained some life. And then we'll play our other Drake. Draw another card. Maybe we should have played that first main just to see what we
Oh,
got on the
shit, yeah.
draw, but we did not draw another instant or sorcery that would have pumped up the Drake. And then we'll go ahead and play our Healer's Hawk.
It's not much, but it's something. Hold that back and start gaining some life at least.
Yeah, if we drew a Candlelight
Candlelight?
Vigil
Oh,
next
yeah.
turn, that would put us in a better position here.
Yeah, for sure.
He does have, actually we have the same amount of creatures now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
His
know.
are just a little bigger.
Yeah, I don't know that he's necessarily going to want to attack, though. I mean, anything he attacks with, we will be able to kill with the Drake.
I'm thinking he might do those 4 on that side, though, just so he can get in some damage, knowing we're going to kill one, because he can make another one.
These are also lifelink.
Yeah, and he can also make another knight, so.
He might just hold off on attacking this turn and make a knight on his end step, try to build up his board some more. He might be trying to figure out what he wants to do here.
What would you do?
I might just try to build up the board a little bit more, which looks like is what he's doing here, playing another Sword and Companions.
I think if I'm looking at your board and I'm seeing you're playing red and blue, I'm going to swing in and put pressure on, especially while your stuff's tapped.
Well, he's playing a bunch of spells first main phase here, so I'm not sure if he's going to attack. I probably would have attacked first before I started playing all these spells if I was going to attack.
That's true.
But we'll see.
I noticed he put that 1/1 on his life linger.
Yeah. His companions are a lot better than ours, getting the +1/+1 off his Discordant.
I know, we need a way to get rid of that. What is it, Tristani?
Yeah, we already used our Lava Coil that would take care of that. and our hypothesis. Well, I'm not sure how much more removal we do have in the deck. We do have the two counter spells that put cards back into our graveyard or into our library, so that's a possibility. No,
What is that?
it comes
Oh,
in with +1/+1 counters on it equal to how many creatures
ah,
attacked. So it is now a 9/9,
ah,
which
jeez.
he can give trample with his guild
Mage,
mage.
yeah.
So that's not going to be looking too good next turn.
Assassin's Trophy.
We drew a Parhelion Patrol.
Could run it
We're,
with the healer hawk, but I mean, I don't think you're good enough to.
no, this is not looking good for us right now.
Let's see. 7, 8. So you could have 8 creatures out. 10. So you're gonna take at least.
I think we're definitely expecting an attack next turn, so I'm not going to attack in with the Drakes this turn. I think we'll just play as many creatures as we can. Could attack with the Drakes and get him down to 12, but he's going to be swinging in with so much next turn that we might just be dead on board if we don't have those Drakes to block. I'm not even going to try to do all that math right now. We'll just pass.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the only thing that would even be worth swinging in with is the healer's hawk, only because lifelink, but it's just not enough. I really wish I had a candle.
I,
Oh my gosh!
I can take down one of our Drakes with that Pearl Harpooner.
Oh, jeez.
We could have got 1 point of lifelink with the Hawk, but if it blocks something, it's also going to gain a life for us.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's true.
What we really needed was that Candlelight Vigil off the top would have been a lot better. Okay, so he did not give his creatures flying with the Guild Mage. I think I might have done that because now this is just a
Yeah,
9/9 that we can chump block. Otherwise,
yeah.
it would have been a 9/9 trample. I think maybe that's a mistake, but
So if we chump block that,
okay, yeah. So we're gonna chump block that with one of our life linkers. I think he might still have a combat trick up his sleeve. We might just get blown out here.
yeah,
But we'll block the Discordant with a Drake.
and the guild mage with another break.
We don't have another Drake.
Oh, that's right. I think I read it wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll chump block this life linker with our life linker. The I would like to get rid of this guild mage if we could, but we don't have another 3/3. I don't know if we necessarily want to double block it.
Yeah.
Block here. Um, Start the pass wall adept. Block this. Do that. I might just be dead from this. I'm not even sure. But I'm gonna block like this before we run out of time.
Yeah, I think that's good.
We did use all our creatures to block, yeah.
Yeah, and we're only going to take 7, it looks like, once he's got something else up his sleeve.
We'll gain a couple life from our blocks as well. But that really hurt.
Yeah.
We did get rid of his guild mage, which is what was going to be giving his creatures trample. So that's the thing. We can Sonic Assault his 8/8 and tap it down before his attack phase here, but I don't know that we can really afford to attack with anything. So, and it wouldn't really make a huge dent in our opponent's life total. He's at 29 right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and use the Sonic Assault now before our opponent goes to combat. We will tap down the 8, and then he attacks. I think he just swings in with the team here. He's not really worried about anything we have. He didn't. He just passed right past his combat phase.
Wow.
I'm a little surprised by that. And we'll go to our turn.
I'm always amazed at how well you can keep up with all this. It takes me, I really have to think through it.
Okay, we're not going to play that island because we want to discard it to jumpstart Sonic Assault.
Yeah.
And we'll tap down to 8/8 again.
I think that Sonic Assault was the best thing we could have pulled right now. maybe besides the snare.
We're still not looking good in this game, though. I think we're going to end up losing this first one. Oh, and he's getting 3 multicolored cards back from his graveyard, the Discordant, the Guild Mage, and the Centaur, so this is really looking bad for us. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Sonic Assault again before combat. Discard the Island. Tap down to 8/8. But it's still looking bad on the other side of the board here.
So we're still going to take 4 at least,
so we go to blocks.
Well, 3, I guess.
I think we have to try to kill this Centaur with our Drake. Oh.
Get rid of one of the life linkers there.
Let me take 3. 4.
Yeah, but you could use that one to block that.
Okay, so we'll block there, and then we'll block the 2/2 with our 1/3. Go to damage. And we're down to 5 with just a pass wall adept left.
Yeah. Great. Fantastic.
And that Ionize is not going to save us.
Way too late.
I mean, we can Ionize the Discordant, which I'm sure he's going to play to buff up all his creatures, but we're still just dead on board here, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, even if you chomp block your big guy there, it's
chomp
still
block
6.
the 8/8, and then we're taking too much here. Yeah. So it looks like we're going to be 0-1. We'll still have another loss that we can keep playing. Once we hit 3, we'll be out of the draft.
So do you think we need to go back and put in some more of that removal?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I hate to say that off of one game, but that was really stinky that we couldn't get rid of the big guy.
I mean, yeah, it would have been nice if we had the Collar the Culprit for this Colossus. But I think our opponent put together a good deck here.
Yeah, so they did.
I'm not sure if that was necessarily a bad deck building on our part. I think our opponent just did what he needed to do there. But we'll go ahead and jump into another game here.
I do think sometimes when I'm doing building under pressure like that too, like when we're doing paper draft, sometimes I find it hard to read through all the cards and pick what I want. So typically, like that first few colors that I pull is what I stick with, and then sometimes that bites me in the butt.
Jay Hicks.
Jay Hicks.
You want to take over for a second?
Yeah, I can do this one. Okay. I might play a lot different. This isn't horrible. I really wish we had some red just in case we pull something, but we'll give it a try. Just want to make them think that I've got some cool stuff in my deck, so I'm going to play blue. And, okay, it's a good thing that I've got some white that I can use with that one, and I think right now that is the way to go. Got something out on the board. A fresh face, no less. And I've often wondered why they have these little scorpions in here. It kind of feels like a very Hour of Devastation kind of theme to me, but not the creators. Maybe I'm missing something from the storyline too. You'll have to tell me. All right. Your graveyard. You may put a land card from your grave. Okay. What's he got in his graveyard now? Well, that's not that bad. Let's
I need to stand up for a minute. I have the laptop farther back on the table, which is making me lean forward and it's bothering my hips.
I think we're gonna go ahead and move to combat and swing in with this guy. He's got the first strike because it's my turn. So, and then let's get another island out here. I think I'll wait and see what he plays, and then I could potentially play that. I think it's just a little too early to use this one. If I'm going to use it on just one creature, I want it to be something that I really need to get off the board so I can get a bunch of stuff through. I wonder if this guy's like me and he has to read everything. I know I probably seem like the slowest player to others.
Why don't you tell everybody on the stream how long you've been playing for? That's been like for you.
Maybe I should have them guess. Hey, somebody's in our chat.
Well, I mean, you could ask them to guess, but who is it? What are they saying?
I don't know. I can't see the chat box very well, and you know how I am with Magic. Like I can only focus on a couple of things at a time. Okay. Let's see here. You know, I just thought of I wouldn't have been able to play that a little bit ago, but that's okay. Let's see. We've got Knight. We got Elf. I could do a Return Elves. I think I want to get that guy out, though. All right, so again, we got first strike, so let's combat. Attack in. Let him take that too.
Oh, it's Jizza. Hey, Jizza.
So I'm going to play this one, but then I got a question for you just because, ooh, yeah, I'm going to play it. It's fine. Just because I'm curious. So this is an elf shaman, and this one's an elf knight. But if I called elf with that, is it going to take both?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. I was thinking I might want to leave the mana open for that devious cover-up, but he's only got 3 mana right now.
Yeah, and calling elves and bouncing those two will also completely get rid of the token. That's a token, right?
Yeah. So I could totally do that this next time if I needed to, but I wanted to get this guy out here.
Hey, Jizza, how's the stream looking for you? Is everything coming through okay?
Thanks, dude. Thanks. Man, I'm not getting any red. What is it with red in this deck?
Yeah, no red sources so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to just, I mean, you could Selective Snare. You could also hold up for a counter spell.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because this one has first strike for my combats. But he doesn't have first strike if it's not my turn, so. I'm going to pass. I can at least get rid of one thing if I need to.
Jizza, can you hear me? Can you tell me if there's any lag on the stream or anything? Leslie said it was okay on her phone, but we're showing yellow on our stream health, so I was just wondering how it looks for you.
He is getting some mana built up too, so that devious cover-up might be good.
Oh, he popped out. He's not in there anymore.
Yes, yeah. I don't know. That seems hard to see. Oh. Here we are talking to an empty room.
I'm not really expecting too many people to be in the live stream right now. We don't have that many subscribers. I didn't post the event
Target
early.
creature gets XX until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. If that creature would die this turn. Oh, is it minus X? Of course you're going to do that. I don't think I can stand to lose that card. I don't have anything else I can play. It seems sad to play this for that one little guy, but...
I might have jumped over to Eric's stream too. He's probably starting about now.
Yeah, I can put that back in the deck. It's not that big a deal. We got a lot of cards in there still.
Showing a notification.
Rampaging Monument. Jeez.
And you use 3 colors of mana on that, so it gets 3 counters.
Yep. Um, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I think I'm just gonna take it.
Oh, it doesn't have the cards on you.
And I think I might use the selective snare. I still did not get a red. Turn X creatures. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, you want to play that, pay X2 and call elves.
I'm just getting over to my next main. I've never done this on Arena. So I'm going to get rid of 2.
I was curious to see last night
Target X creatures, creature type. Okay.
or maybe the night before, I drafted a 2-headed giant.
Yeah.
And that one makes you flip coins. I was kind of interested
Oh.
in how that would show up on Arena. That just like came up in the middle of the
Yeah.
screen. But the coins flipped so fast and went away so fast that it was hard to even tell what they came up as. And they're like magic symbol coins too, so it's like I wasn't even sure what was heads and what was tails. I had to look at the creature to see what effect happened to, just guess at what the coins even ended up as.
Jeez, ow.
I think it would at least let those stay on the screen a little bit longer, or maybe give you the option to dismiss them or whatever. Actually see what your coin flip ended up
Put
as.
that pilfering imp out there. I feel like I've got to block this. It's not going to be good if I don't get something, though. Like, I would need at least a red.
Yeah, we haven't been having great luck so far on our draws.
Oh, and this has trample.
Yeah, so you're taking 3 anyway.
I should have taken it.
If it hit the table, it's probably going to make a lot of noise on the mic.
Ooh, sorry. I can't. Baby, where's my red? I'm pretty sure we're dead. I have anything I could play.
That's going to be sad if we go 0-3 on the draft.
I know. I'm just not janky enough for today, I guess.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Okay. Fix this. Alright, so we'll go ahead and jump into another game here. Hopefully we'll be able to win at least one before we get kicked out of the
You think
draft.
maybe
We're
we
at
should
2
fix
losses
that?
already. And we can take a look at the deck before we jump into another game. I mean, we didn't have any targets for the Collar of the Culprit there. It wouldn't have helped you there.
Yeah, not on that one.
Let's take a look at our spread.
Should we put,
We actually have more creatures than non-creature spells now.
yeah, maybe we should put the other Candlelight Vigil in there. Just to help buff up some of our guys that are small.
What would you want to take out for it, though?
Something red, apparently, because we're not putting it.
You just didn't
Maybe
call
the
it.
Torch Courier, just because the haste thing really hasn't done anything for us. Like, we haven't really needed it.
We could try that. So you want the other
Candlelight Vigil.
Candlelight Vigil? Okay, we'll
I
try
mean, I know
that.
it's not an instant or sorcery, but it would help beef some people up.
Yeah, give it a try.
Okay, we'll try it out. Maybe we need to put that as one of our channels that we like to. Do they have a channel?
Tom and Christina?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Well, yeah, of course. I always listen to it on Podbean, though, so
Tell them what you're talking about.
you'd probably be a lot better at that than I would. Tom Segura and Christina
Paczynski.
I knew I was going to butcher your name if I tried to do it.
Where are they from?
I have no clue where they're from.
Podcast.
Your mom's house.
Um, yeah, we're big fans of the show.
They're pretty
We
funny.
don't have any blue here. I think we
Ooh.
might want to mulligan
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
That did not get
Uh,
any better.
this.
This is why I don't like mulliganing 2-land hands on Arena. This is not keepable at
I know
all.
at least the last one we would have.
Oh my.
Our lands are
Oh,
ruining our jank today.
what do we do with this?
You know what? Let's go all out. Let's mulligan again. There we go.
I guess that's better.
One more land and we can at least get rid of something, counter something.
We'll keep this.
Yes.
You want to leave that on top so we have removal?
Yeah. We go first, so we'd be able to use it next turn potentially.
Okay.
So red to scare him.
This has to be the worst draft
Yes,
I've done
it
so
is.
far. I really, especially on stream, would hope that we could do better than this. But
I think I can only remember like maybe 1 or 2 times that I've mulliganed down to 5 on Arena.
we did not
Let
draw
alone
another land.
4.
This is just looking really bad for us.
Watch us like totally cream this person though.
Might have to do another draft on the other account later just to make up for this, because this just feels horrible.
This is our combined account that we use on Arena, so both of us play on this one.
Still at 2 lands here. We do have a creature we can play. This is really bad though. It's gonna thought erasure us.
Of course, yeah.
He'll probably take the lava coil.
I don't know, he might take the ionize if he's got something bigger than that he wants to play.
Maybe, but the lava coil is the only thing that we're even able to play right now, and he'll probably want to protect
That's
whatever
true.
creature he has.
Hey, we can
He
use
took-
that maximize velocity.
He took the Dragonauts.
Wow. Maybe because we have instants and sorcery. Maybe he doesn't have very many
Maybe
creatures.
he's worried about flyers. We still have not drawn a land. We'll go ahead and attack since he has no blockers. And we'll go ahead and pass.
Maybe he doesn't have very many creatures. He hasn't played any yet.
I mean, he's probably most likely
Or
on
she.
a
I should say he or she.
blue
They.
black surveil type deck.
Use proper pronouns here.
Zer. Still no lands. We could bounce that, but I don't think that's necessarily going to help us.
Is that Passwell a flyer?
No, it's not.
Can we maximize velocity on it? What's that max?
It gives it +1/+1 flying till the end of turn.
Okay, never mind. I was thinking maybe let us draw or
I think we just go ahead and lava coil this thing, because he's going to be able to pump it up when he attacks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll go good for 1. I mean, maybe we'll just get really lucky and our opponent will draw nothing but land.
Maybe.
Nope. And him having all this land is good for this too, because he gets to pump it. We got electrostatic field. Yeah. It is turn 7, and we have not drawn a single land.
We have 2. And our opponent is about to have 7.
This is just ridiculous.
There it goes, 7. But you know what? They're at lower life than we are.
Creeping show.
No, they're not.
Do 3 to him. Yes. Here's our land.
Hey. We can ionize whatever he plays next.
Let me just pass here.
Yeah.
I mean, our opponent's got 2 cards in hand, and he just keeps drawing lands, so he's probably not that happy about that either, but...
Yeah, that's true. He probably doesn't have much he can play.
I still think he's in a better position than we are. He'll be able to pump the shade once, so we'll be able to block it with the field this turn if he attacks.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we don't have
Ooh.
enough to play that Parhelion Patrol.
Aw.
I think maybe here we just go ahead and selective snare the Shade, so it'll put him off a turn from attacking.
Yeah. At
That,
least it'll buy us some time.
yeah, that'll deal a point of damage to him with
It's a
the
shade, right?
I'm gonna check though.
Oh yeah, with the electrostatic field out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
it'll
shade.
deal a point with the electrostatic field, and then we'll be able to attack in with the pass wall adept. Okay, X1.
Yeah.
If I get the Shade over here, that'll trigger electrostatic field. Bounce the Shade back to his hand, and we'll come in for one with the adept.
Maybe by the time we get to our crackling drakes, we'll actually have these ribbons pushers in.
There's another creeping chill.
Yep. And pale shade again.
Okay, so we're be on like turn 10. We've
Yeah,
drawn one
yeah.
land.
It's crazy. We can't even play that for Healing Patrol.
No.
No.
I mean, we can maximize velocity,
Do
trigger
another
the
point of
field,
damage. Yeah.
come in for 2 with the pass wall adept. I think we're going to be forced to block this Shade next turn because he's going to be able to pump it up. Let's see what he's got. 9 mana. He could pump it up 4 times, making it a 6/6.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So I think we just go ahead and play the altitude now. We'll target our adept. That'll trigger the field.
Yeah, because otherwise we should draw next turn.
And then we'll come in for 2. There's a Dark Blade agent here.
Mm-hmm. Which might help us because, never mind, we can't jumpstart that right now.
Okay, I'm going to choose not to block this time because she's not going to be able to pump it as much as he would be able to with full mana.
Mm-hmm.
If I was our opponent, I would have waited till second main to play the Dark Blade
Mm-hmm.
agent because then I would have blocked. He would have had all his mana up.
Mm-hmm.
We did finally draw another land.
Woohoo!
We still do not have the second red to play the Cackling Drake. We do have a Parhelion Patrol. I think we just go ahead and play that now.
Yeah, we need the blockers out.
And then just pass here.
Mm-hmm. Now the Darkblade agent, what's that one do again?
If you've surveilled, it has Death Touch. And,
oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Whenever you deal damage to a player, you draw a card. Now he's going to be able to pump this thing up quite a bit.
So he's got 6, 7, 8, 9 lands, it looks like, so he can do it 4 times.
We'll just go ahead and block with our electrostatic field here.
Yeah.
He's going to do this probably just twice so we can build the electrostatic field. He has a Dowser Blight, 4 or 5 vanilla creature.
Ooh, that fresh-faced recruit.
Isn't going to do us much good right now. Let's see, this is a sorcery.
That's true. I forget that it only has first strike on your turn.
I don't think attacking in right now is going to do us a lot of good.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, yeah, they.
So let's just play our recruit.
Yeah. We can save the is the maximized velocity instant.
No, it is it's maximized altitude.
Or sorry.
It's a sorcery.
This isn't looking very good, babe.
No, it isn't.
I feel like I'm like super bummed out.
I don't think I've ever gone 0-3 on a draft in Arena before.
Yeah, this isn't really one of the jankiest things we've done either.
Okay, so we would have to triple block that Dowser Blights to kill it. He's gonna.
Do we take 4 maybe and just kill the Shade?
We're not going to be able to kill the Shade
Oh,
because
I
he's
can
gonna
bump
pump it up.
Jeez.
I think our least valuable creature is the recruit, so we'll just go ahead and block with that. I think we're going to end up taking 4 from the Dowser of Lights.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he's. Oh, he pumped it up so it wouldn't die. From the recruit. Pumped it up an additional time. He has a Pitiless Gorgon now. That Devious Cover Up isn't going to help us. It's not looking good.
Nope. Nope. Not at all. Sad.
Hopefully we'll do better on the next draft. I might stream another one later. This draft, I think, by far is the worst results I've had on a draft so far. Do we go ahead? I think we go ahead and Devious Cover Up this Notion Rain so he doesn't get any more cards. That's going to leave with no cards in hand. We'll take the Lava Coil and Selective Snare is going to be the only thing that's going to slow him down at this point.
And the Ionize.
Ionize is going to help us.
I got sidetracked a little bit because I saw the chat there. I didn't know if you had responded that yes, that is totally a book devourer.
Sorry, Poopy, I didn't see you here in the chat.
You'll have to tell him about your book devourer and candlelight vigil thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we want to block? We can block. We can block the dread and the whatever thing you take 4, and we got nothing.
You know what? I'm just done with this.
Oh, you're not on the screen.
I'm not on the screen. Poopy.
Take it.
I do not like this deck. It has not performed well.
It's horrible. No. We mulligan to 4 in arena.
I think half of it was just bad draws and our opponents getting what they needed, but we did not do well with this draft.
I think the white probably slowed us down a little bit in here too.
Sorry I didn't see you in the chat earlier, Poopy. I was paying a little bit too much attention to the game here. Also, I think I need to get a better setup where I can see everything that I need to see. Still kind of ironing out the kinks as far as all their streaming setups. Unfortunately, we went 0-3 there, so we're just going to claim our prize of 50 gems and a pack.
Gosh, that is the worst.
The worst possible result
that we've done.
That you can get. We'll go ahead and open up our pity pack here. We did get an uncommon wild card, or a common wild card. Discovery Dispersal and Goblin Creator Maker are uncommons, and we get an Unmoored Ego.
That's a positive out of this whole experience.
So, not the best results, but
better luck next time.
Yeah, next time.
We got to make it jankier. That was the problem.
Next time we're going to go 6-0. How about that?
Yeah, totally. All right.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Come back when we are doing a lot better. It'll be more fun.
You're supposed to be my good luck charm.
I'm sorry. I guess I was kind of bad luck today.
All right, we'll catch you later, guys. Thank you for joining us. This wouldn't be the video I would necessarily like the most, but if you can go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We're glad to have everybody here. And have a good night. Maybe I'll see you later for another draft. Thank you.
Bye, guys. See you.